As a parent, you have been in those moments when all you want to say is, "Because I said so," to your child. The final decision in the college admission selection can be one of those times. You are the adult. You have lived experiences your child hasn't. You have perspective or balance, or you are the source of funding. So saying, "Because I said so," during the final college decision seems fair, smart, necessary. We get it. We understand that feeling. We know it is challenging to bite your tongue and let your baby, your child, your young adult make the biggest decision of their life to date. Come on, the decision of the type of college to attend, the location, the academic challenges, the cost. How can your student possibly make a better decision than you can? We know that you know they are prepared for this decision, but you still want to make sure their process, decision points, and understanding of the impact of this choice on the rest of their life is as real and serious as it can be, while still having a good time. And in case we haven't made it clear, this isn't your decision. This is, however, a time for your parenting or guardianship skills to shine. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is The Final College Decision is Not the Time to Say, "Because I Said So." Your student has received multiple college acceptances. The deferrals or rejections from colleges have been processed, and you are ready to make the final decision. So, what is an appropriate role for you as a parent? We recognize that you know your student well, and we accept that you want the best for your student. How do you get them from multiple offers to a single decision? Start by asking questions and continue by listening to the answers you receive. And in many cases, you need to be able to tell your student what you hear them saying, especially if it seems they are not listening to themselves. The most critical questions are those that can frame the decision, such as, what does a winning college need to provide? What aspects of the decision are signs that the school is not the correct answer for you as a student? Once you all have a vision of the best end result, have your students start asking questions that help put each available college into a system to make the decision, a decision matrix. Ask your student, what is your plan for making this decision? How do you plan to compare the colleges? How will you decide which college is making the best financial offer? Remember to listen carefully for the answers. Reflect those answers back to your student and then see how they react. The idea is to make sure they are thinking through all the aspects of the choice, not just selecting based on feelings, at least at this point. If your student has a structure for their comparisons, you are golden. Continue to ask questions that can be added to that structure. Which college has the best academic program? Career placement, support offices for your particular characteristics. What does the college value? What are the living arrangements for your freshman year and beyond? Start to tailor your questions for those aspects of the decision that will be important for your student's life. As your student fills in their tracking system, it will become more apparent that one or more of the colleges will fall out of the discussion. Let them. Then the focus can return to those schools that meet your student's needs and wallet. The further your student gets into the selection, the more you may need to move to more finite questions or minutia. What student organizations are interesting in each college? Do the school colors look good on you? Generally, as your student moves through the questions, the obvious answer will present itself. There will be one college that will shine brightly. If you can assure yourself and your student that the school is affordable, safe, and will provide plenty of academic challenge, the decision-making process is done. Congratulations to you and your student. But there are times when the "because I said so" rings loudly in your mind, such as when your feelings don't match your students when it comes to the obvious choice. Have discussions that allow you to voice your opinions and concerns without demanding that the students share your views. One approach may be to agreeing on measuring points moving ahead. For example, if you are footing the bill for college, it is reasonable to set a standard that needs to be met or discussed for continued attendance. Give your student a chance to show you that they will make that college work. There are times when the system you select doesn't spit out an easy selection. The first possible hang-up comes when a student doesn't feel comfortable with the college that comes forward during the selection process. it isn't their favorite school, or when they see it laid out before them, it just doesn't feel right. Take that feeling seriously. Make sure your student has an honest answer to a why question. Generally, this feeling signals that there is another school that feels more comfortable to them, and that comfort holds value. Another common hurdle in the decision-making process comes in the financial realm. There is no question that the lack of uniformity in how colleges report their awards offers makes it difficult to compare final prices. Do your best to compare all the prices you know exist. This includes tuition, fees, room and board, the average cost of housing beyond the freshman year, scholarships and grants applied to the student bill, and any state or federal aid such as Pell Grants. How many of the scholarships and grants will be available in the sophomore, junior, and senior years? Also add in travel costs to and from school and transportation costs during the academic term, such as parking, bus fares, or the price of a bike. If it will take a student loan to afford the school, make sure your student understands the concept of interest accrual and the impact that holding a student loan can have on your student's ability to gain credit in the future. The final component of the financial question becomes the projected earnings potential upon graduation. If a school offers a major your child would like to pursue that has earnings potential that will not allow them to pay off the amount of student loans necessary, it's time to rethink that school. Once you're comfortable that your student can afford a particular school, that needs to be noted on the tracking form. The schools that do not meet that criterion should fall out of the realm of choices. Also remember that community college can be a stepping stone option that comes in handy when financing college is challenging. If your student earns 2 strong years of coursework at the less costly community college in your area, they can transfer to the college of their dreams and earn the degree they wish. Another problem that can arise when reviewing the offers received is that no school meets your student's needs or interests. At this point, the choice to move forward will depend on how comfortable you are with the student declining the admissions offers in front of them. If it is true that there isn't a good match, you can support your student as they investigate colleges offering rolling admissions, community or career colleges, or a gap year. If finances or life challenges are the issue leading your student to believe there is no good match, they should contact the admissions office of their top college to investigate deferring their admission for a year. That will give time for the life issue to be addressed or finances to be earned or located. Once the deferral is accepted, your parenting attention needs to move to supporting your student in keeping the focus on working to resolve these issues. With the cost of college in emotional and financial investment, going to the wrong school can be a hurdle too large to overcome. So don't be afraid to take a step back and approach community college, career college, or vocational college with a fresh assessment. Another possibility that may come out of this decision-making process is that your student realizes they do not want to attend a 4-year college. They aren't happy with the colleges making offers. They don't know what they want to major in, or they want a career that they can start now. All of these are viable reasons to leave college behind, at least for now. Encourage your student to investigate the possibilities that lie ahead in a trade field or earning credits at a community college. There are so many correct answers when it comes to your student selecting a college. Stay focused on the intended outcome. Keep all eyes not just on the immediate future, but the challenges that can rise over 4, 5, or 6 years it takes your student to complete their college education. Listen more than you speak. Be honest about concerns that are important to you, especially those in the financial realm, and let your student recognize when they have made a great decision. Back to because I said so. Resist the urge, stifle the desire, and create an environment where that phrase isn't even necessary. If you found any of this information helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below.